Oh, hello, dear. There you are again. Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
The quality of research at Revacholian universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite.
Let me handle this. Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
That's right. I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everard sent to law school?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes, in the way she stands, in her face.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men. Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems? What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one. Aggressive, you make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
Just dock workers? Do dock workers spy on the police? We let you off easy, miss. Don't think it will happen again.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. No one is emotional here. Do your job. Ask your questions, then leave. What are we going to do to you? The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
The dented yellow mailbox. Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp. You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. The sound of the key turning still echoes in the yard. Hopefully no one heard. There's nothing else to do than to leave and tell Everard. No conceivable reason for you to intrude on the premises. There might be important information in the apartment. I mean, there might.
There must be another way into the building.
Yeah, what's that noise down there? It's been a week and now they show up?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
漂混不混哈？来呀！
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important?
Yes.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
Stare.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice? I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinez standards.
What were you doing last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
Uh-huh.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He's an actor declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word?
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing?
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing. He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles.
My name?
That's definitely...
No, of course not. I can tell that you...
What were you doing?
Oh.
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you.
And when did...
Last week?
He's an actor.
You didn't answer the...
就这样子
It
吗？
was my Sunday.
A Sunday. He doesn't reply. Just
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
循循善诱。
Good luck with the investigation.
"闪了吗？
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again. Once we found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
问题是循循善诱，都是属于心智方面的呢。但是我要去吃那个药吗？妈的嘞，这我拿经验值啊！这个很扯啊，我就觉得这个很扯啦。哎呦，这个军大衣，看他的能力啊。哎，循循善诱啊！这个你要去记住这些 这是什么强健身体？这是标新立异吧？哎呀，你看，循序善诱减1耶，那这样子差多了。穿这个啦。啊，不行不行，这个是跟我们的天人感应同舟共济，不用天人感应啊。我穿这个啦，循循善诱，强健身体就好了。我现在这服装要去记住啊。
A sturdy metal. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man vanished in.
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have no business here.
强争好胜。哎，靠，这样子你要我真的没办法了啊。我要吃药了，我吃药啊，剩下2颗了，这我要吃药了。可以吃吗？可以啊，我可以吃啊。你怎么不让我吃呢？奇怪了，我不是装备药了吗？已经没有时间限制了啊！你可不可以这只手拿这个袋子啊？那样穿面我觉得很痛苦。对啊，你看刚才放在右手不能点，现在放在左手可以点。你这游戏怎么先储存啊？我要吃啊！哎，你这边还不能，还要这样子在下面才点得到哎。体力剩下1了哦，很危险哦。OK， 这样子我的循序善诱变成3了哦。你再来。
A sturdy metal. This could be a way into the apartment building. You can't think of anything convincing. Time for some police.
No, you're.
You don't scare me, punk. I may be an old woman, but I can still take the likes of you.
A sturdy metal. This could be a way into the apartment. You're well versed in the kind of threatening legalese that implies criminal liability, but in fact has no meaning whatsoever. Obviously, look at that vague yet threatening stuff spewing forth from your mouth.
I know my rights, and don't you mar me, boy.
But the sweeping on the other side has...
Miss, would it help if we offer to show you our badges?
Ah, it's like a carrot to the stick, sort of.
Hold your horses. I don't care about your stinking badge. Just come in.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see. Because this is no ordinary wall, it is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors. All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God. O Wallfather. Huh? He sounds tired of it all. Cindy the Skull has all the necessary materials. Talk to her.
If you must.
Hello again, officers. Have you come?
What for?
Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about? Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience. Yeah, not gonna hold my breath, Piggy. You look like you'd suck. Everything really. Can't you tell? I haven't really started it yet. Yeah? Lying is cool, I guess.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I'm afraid I can't say any more until we've taken care of formal protocol.
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
转运站还有毒品嘛，那工会控制的这个转运站就控制了毒品啊。
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right
这
stone.
可以啊，这追查毒品不算是帮你的忙啊，也是我自己本身的职责嘞。
Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
简单，
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
你有什么话要讲吗？
This is not going quite as I hoped. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchmen.
我哪有跟班？
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
这个，他说他是即兴演出。
Maybe this is all her plan. She might have heard about you.
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union, or that we're on their take. We'd never hear the end of it.
如果有合理怀疑，我们就必须调查，不然的话，他会宣称我们跟工会站在一起，或说我们被 bribe 吗？对啊。
What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
贩毒活动啊，
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isla into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
wild pine 是松树的意思哦 ，wild 哦，野松啊 ，wild pine。Embrace
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff. Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
这种贩毒的，我们一定要追查。
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
Yes.
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
哈哈，每一个东西都是一定百密一疏啦。
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
对啊，我之前好像之前那些货运司机好像不太清楚他们在运的是什么东西的。
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable.
unboundable.
How convenient that they're stranded like beached whales at that roundabout.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Oh, Lowry.
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight, upstream where it's clearer.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them.
Yes.
The two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done. We did, on more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
这事情谁管的？这个分区是有点意见
We
啊。
know the company has launched its own probe into the union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
当然，这个我们的 Lieutenant 也要为我们自己的组织辩护一下啊，这合理啊。
Well, here's your chance, officers.
我们就一次哈，不置可否，他也是老江湖了。
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
OK， 这个吊桥我会造成这个塞车呢，是因为这个吊桥啊被升起来。这个吊桥的公司呢，就是马路公司，是我们这个Wire 的派哦，野松集团的旗下一个子公司啦哦。但是呢，所以说他们把这个吊桥升起来呢，停止他们的这个罢工的一个行动哈。但是呢，这个也是有时效性的哈。他们如果透过正常的管道申诉呢，我们也是没办法挡下来的。
Thousands of liters of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
对啊，对啊，对啊，对啊。
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
对他们把他困在这里哈，第一个是可能去调查他们是不是这个卡车上面有毒品，第二个呢是说要这个阻止他们的这个工会啊。
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
已经罢工4个月
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
OK，
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
对哈，他是反驳金所提供的这个论点哈。他说工会呢，之所以呢，这些人之所以能支撑到现在呢，是因为呢，他们跟一些老板呢，去威胁啊，然后得到经济的资源。但是就也是说，没那么简单吧？凭那几个老板，连自己养活自己都很勉强了，怎么可能养活这么多工会的人？他们一定是哈，哎。
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
Yes.
Yes? Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout.
Okay.
Hopefully, it may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance. That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the 4th day to the bat staleness. I hope there is something else I can help you with. You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare? Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually, corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, Verm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Yes.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt Verm myself.
Velen.
However, if you felt like discussing something... How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be... gossiping.
Gossiping.
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things. Tell her she'll like you for it.
Oh. That's so... helpful of him.
我跟你说哈，他这个枪可能是被他搞走的哦，有可能哦。
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling. He's able to contain the anger and surprise.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this, to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun? Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is there an... Of course, Detective. Should something come up later, down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
有啦，你是有拿到一些经验值了啦。我进去这个门吧。 这上面还有，旁边还有个门呢。
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
你这个地方你是用这个扫把在扫这里个，扫这么久啊？
I already told you I don't care about any badges. Go ahead then.
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
对着。
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for? Talk?
What was so funny?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways. If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
Coal room.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
Okay.
Ask away, policeman.
This 没收了公寓住的是什么人？
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume. The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. She leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
OK， 他可能快死了啊。8号房，拿走啊！明信片。
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says the walking stops abruptly. You can feel tension on the other side. Sounded like a woman. A woman's shoes. A poor communard.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a...
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally.
这是怎么随便乱拿钱的警察啊？这个可以这样随便乱拿钱吗？
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
OK， 我现在不用这个，手上就拿着这个就好了。
This door has been closed with a padlock. The shackle snaps.
After you, detective.
After you， 等一下，我先存档啊，因为我现在体力是1哈，很可能随时会挂掉哦，这小心呢。
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov.
Mazov.
The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
公社社，公社社员，什么是公社社员？
He was definitely controversial. The tenant here seems to like him. There aren't many communists around, not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems.
The lieutenant raises a brow.
Thank you for sharing this wonderful opinion on human sexuality. There aren't many communists around.
A plaster cast bust depicts a
白星是代表公社社员，是不是？靠，这，我操！我可以这样子的？我当警察可以随便乱拿东西的吗？这是什么东西？这个，哎，标新立异啊！标新立异是不是？标新立异耶！标新立异。哎，我可以去换钱呢。标新立异，可以啊。
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Communism 呢？
I'll keep my armistice handy, detective.
He doesn't actually reach for his gun. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure, to symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
社会民主党呀。
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some to symbolize the toppling of the old order.
Toppling.
Also, some social because white is the color of peace. You see noble aims, but also mountains upon mountains of corpses. They should have taken a more measured approach. Also, you're really smart. The price of idealism, unrestrained by humanism, never again.
可以啊。这是什么东西？干，思维逻辑会变强哎。干，那我操，这怎么这么复杂啊？一间呢？ 需要治疗体力的啦。拿钱啊！我都快那个了，饿死了。我可以住2晚了。我靠，还可以往上往下嘞！靠呀，我怎么来到这里了？等一下，我还没有拿到东西啦。等一下啊，你在跟我说住这里啊？这个要怎么去打开？哦，我先不要去这个楼上了。哎，我从这里出来啦！我从这里就可以这样子了。等一下啊，我先存个档啊，我想要去这里面把这东西捡一捡。把这个化学消毒剂啊，什么东西？思维逻辑。竹节虫隐藏世界。
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty. This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle. It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old...
The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
A tenant.
By old-fashioned, he means very right-wing.
不要。
The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful fabric with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing. A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others. A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. There's something disdainful in the way the curves and lines of the bodies were drawn. It looks like the artist is celebrating diversity, but underneath, he's just making fun of these people. No one's telling you to like him. You might learn something from him, though. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
Disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
等一下啊，我这个家伙为什么这个马克杯？哎，那个垃圾桶里面有那个马克杯嘞，那个马克杯那个垃圾桶是有锁的呢，除非是这个清洁人员呢、或是厨房里面的人，或是这个旅馆人才会有这个马克杯。那个马克杯竟然是从这里也有相对。
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the whirling's container to dump his trash.
对 对啊，真的啊。
And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road.
真的啊，而且这个他这个跟这个人跟这个凶杀案有关，然后这个人又跟我们的这个工会的会长有关。
Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
对啊，有可能的。他们死者人
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
You could ask Evra who this person is once you're done here.
我觉得闯进来是对的。什么东西？增加士气的不需要了。这个啦，我就马上就2点体力啊，不然我会死的。好吧，这重点是要怎么上去啊？我都很困扰，要怎么上去？好，你们先不往这里走啊，我们那边好像那边有方向是可以走的。这个，哎，对啊，这里啊，哦，这里就这样子而已。我不知道黄色的点，黄色的点不知道是什么，黄色是代表什么意思？这什么东西？互动，不需要看啊，没心情看了哈。哎，等一下啊。红准酱这种酒是可以增加体格的，我看一下，体格啊，不是，我要增加身手啦。妈的，增加身手，我现在要增加身手是吗？没错，我是要增加身手啦。这时间都已经快到下午了呢。28号房哦，28号房。门不能打开门，当然是换武器啊。哎，还是打不开吗？是有钥匙才可以开的。
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where...
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
什么 tomorrow？ 这晚上啊。
The smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right? He might know something about the murder. So tomorrow 9 p.m.?
明天9点。
Don't worry. It's mostly all still here. You can remember things. You got...
Tomorrow 9 p.m. right here. Apartment number 28. Good.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him. Remember, tomorrow, He's probably gone for today.
今天晚上不行吗？你干嘛等到明天呢？我不懂啊。他妈的！不能过去啊！这是什么东西？拿！靠，我都已经快要饿死了，晚上有地方睡觉了。可以进去吗？这已经收过了，是不是？收过了啊。欸这个鞋子有3个木头大小，那是什么意思？这里是住了一个家庭，是不是？我现在想要去找这个茶。
You hear someone walking around a poor communard.
Do you have a warrant?
Let's go.
It's generally
好啦，这里还可以啊，这里啊，这里可以找到那个女孩啦。妈的，叫她给我个红色的喷漆，她不要。
ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened. A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline. Fired from the water, a straight shot into Revachol. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed, and they had a direct firing line. The waves of the Martinez Inlet rolled over the fallen remains of the building. The dark waters obscured the better part of the remains. What didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't used as scrap was thrown into the ocean. Those arches acted as support for something greater than what you see now. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt. A fleet, the combined armies of Occident and Grad, with Mesk volunteers, a 5-nation army, hundreds of vessels. They massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful. The ships not only required gyroscopic stabilization, they were anchored into the ocean floor. Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see. Coalition warship Archer can shoot 50 shells a minute on 20 co-aligned archers. They will reach
The coalition. But that was a long time ago. I think we should move on. It's...
这什么东西啊？我必须举手之前哈，其实我必须要看一下啊。思维逻辑，见为知足，增强好胜不需要啦。口舌之快的时候呢，我们再这个东西设计的真的很烂。放上去就要直接替换掉了啊！怎么还那个嘞？真的是欸，体格加1哦。这没有打磨，不是？刚才拿的那一瓶是什么啊？这个啦，塑胶回收物。
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves.
为什么这些人都叫我 pig？ 这些小朋友都会叫大人 piggy 啊，我都不懂哎。
Yeah, I can see that. cool mutations.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil. Red-dyed heavy fuel oil is only used in government vehicles, or at least that's the idea.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock. Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage.
The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult. The woman on the boat.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world. Pig's not half as dumb as he looks.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Caramba. 紫色是什么意思啊？哇，这个钱真多啊！靠，食髓知味，收集服装啊！这个煤炭房间，哎呦，啊，那个清洁老阿嬷就是睡在这里哦，这当然会渴啊。你睡在这里呢？不是吧？还是说是这一间？这一间吧。看我发财了我！生锈了，不能进去。我不是有铁锹吗？那用这个呗。这样可以进去了吗？呀？